Today I get the rare opportunity of not only talking to you about how low quality a product was, but how arrogant the product publisher was in our one-on-one interactions with one another. That's in today's review of DS Domination by Roger Langille. In this video, I'm going to summarize a few of the major points, but if you'd like to read the highly detailed, unedited review, at any point during this video, you can click the logo in the bottom right-hand corner, and you'll be taken to the full review, complete with screenshots that you can skim through at your own pace. The first thing I want to discuss is DS Domination's no refund policy, which you'll see occasionally when people are giving digital products, and every time you see that, their reasoning is, you've paid for a product, and regardless of whether or not you're satisfied with that product, they don't care because they can't take that information back out of your head. So even if you're never going to use it, as far as they're concerned, they've delivered a product that cannot be repossessed, and therefore they get to keep your money, which I think, personally, is pretty ridiculous. And so when I went through DS Domination and I saw how low quality it was, and we'll talk about why in the rest of this review, but I filed for a refund request despite knowing that there was a no refund policy. And the support person and I had a couple emails back and forth, and in the support ticket she said, we have a no refund policy, and I said, I don't really care, I'm really unsatisfied, and she said, no, I'm sorry, I can't give you your money back, and I said, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. And anytime someone in this industry threatens to keep your money if you're just severely unsatisfied with a product because it's so low quality, this is exactly what you should do. I threatened them with reporting them to the Better Business Bureau. I also threatened reporting them to the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, which is the agency that regulates this kind of product in the United States of America. And I told them that if I did not receive my refund, that I would report to them to both of those things. And basically, you make it clear that if they don't give you your money back, you're going to become a huge pain in their butt. Works almost every time. And in this case, it did. The support representative said, okay, I need to escalate this ticket. We're going to work on getting you a refund. And what happened next just kind of blew me out of the water and really caught me by surprise. I received a response from Roger Langille himself. In the ticket, it said, you know, by Roger Langille is who the response came from. And he started his response off to me, laugh out loud, okay, I'll process the refund before you call your attorneys. So that's who's at the head of this product. That's the mentality he has when he's dealing with an unsatisfied customer that will not let him hold on to their money, their hard-earned money. He kind of mocks them and says, laugh out loud. I never in my life have I, and in the 2 years I've been running this site, had an interaction with a product publisher where I expressed my dissatisfaction and they were arrogant enough to respond, starting the ticket off or starting the email off, laugh out loud. It was just a huge slap in the face, and I think it says a lot about how this company is run and who's at the head of this company. Now, in regards to the quality of the actual product, the concept of DS Domination is that you're going to go on Amazon and find products for a lower price than they're listed for on eBay, and you're going to take those products on Amazon, you're going to take the product description, the images, everything, copy them over to eBay, put up a higher price, and sell directly to the customer. If someone buys on eBay, then you place the order on Amazon and have it shipped directly to them. And that's what drop shipping is. It's never handling inventory yourself, just shipping directly from the supplier to the consumer. Now, one of the reasons that this is a big weakness within DS Domination is because you're marking up retail. Amazon is a retail site. They have good prices, but when you compare them to other retailers, they're fairly close, maybe a little bit less. Usually when people drop ship or you go into a drop shipping opportunity, you're not reselling retail. You're reselling wholesale. You're reselling lower prices so that when you raise your prices to make a little bit of profit, you're actually competitive on the market. And DS Domination kind of cuts that out. So whenever you're looking for these opportunities, what you'll find if you get in DS Domination, and you don't even have to have a DS Domination membership to do this, go on Amazon and try and find products that are cheaper on Amazon than they are on eBay for what people are selling them on eBay. And you'll see just how difficult it is to find an opportunity to apply this kind of business opportunity that you're buying when you purchase a membership to DS Domination. And you'll see just how hard it is to to actually come across an opportunity to make money with this program. Now, another element that is a huge drawback to DS Domination that adds on to the previous problem that I just discussed is the eBay and PayPal fees you have to pay when selling on eBay, which cut massively into your profit margins. And whenever you find a product, if you ever find a product that's selling for less on Amazon than people are selling it on eBay, you have to make such a high profit margin that you can pay eBay's fees and PayPal's fees and still make a profit for yourself. So I want to illustrate this with an example just to kind of show how difficult it really is to make money with DS Domination. If you find a product on Amazon that's selling for $180 and you look over on eBay and nobody's selling it for less than $200, you say, okay, I can compete within the marketplace and sell this for $200 and undercut all the other eBay sellers. Well, if you sell that $180 product on eBay for $200, someone buys it, you just paid $180 on Amazon and they paid $200, so you have $20 left over, which sounds fine and dandy until you look at the eBay and PayPal fees. Between the listing fee and the final value fee of eBay, typically you're paying somewhere around 10% just to eBay, and then you're paying another 3%, approximately a little bit less than that, but we'll call it 3%, on PayPal to accept the payment. So you're paying 13% on all of the things you sell on eBay overall. If you found a product for $180, sold it for $200, you would actually be facing those 13% fees, which would add up to $26, and you would be losing $6 because your profit margin of $20 just went out the window because of the $26 fees, and you're actually negative $6. So in order to sell a product from, if you found it on Amazon for $180, you would have to sell it on eBay. If you wanted to make even just a $10 profit on that product, you'd have to sell it for a little over $216. So someone can get it from Amazon for $180, or they can get it from you for $216. Most shoppers are smart enough to realize that that's not going to happen, and it's just going to be near impossible to make money, especially competing with all the other people that are trying to apply this to eBay and looking for all these products. It's just so flooded, it's so saturated, and the business model in and of itself is pretty flawed in that sense that you're competing, you're marking up retail, and you're competing against other retailers that are selling it for even less money, which makes it almost impossible to sell your product. So with all of that being said, can I recommend Dropship Domination, DS Domination by Roger Langille? As with most products I review, there's just absolutely no way I can recommend this. There's nothing within the members area, at least at the $19 level that I paid for. Maybe in the $500 product or the $250 product upsell, there's some information that makes this product worth buying. But if that's the case, then I'll never find out because the $19 product was so low quality and it demonstrated such an inability to make money following Roger Langille's advice that I wouldn't give him any more of my money to find out if he's going to reveal something that's actually helpful. So there's no way in the world that I can recommend DS Domination, not only due to the low quality product, but also due to the mentality and the arrogance that Roger Langille demonstrated when he and I had interactions on the support ticket. So that does it for today's review. I hope you found it helpful. Again, if you're looking for more details or more reasoning, or you're looking for screenshots or anything like that, again, there is more information available on the website, and you can go ahead and skim through that at your own pace. And I hope that you found it helpful once again. I'm just trying to keep everyone safe on the internet. This is a really kind of scary, dangerous industry to be considering buying a product in, and I'm happy to help any way that I can. So until my next review, stay safe out there, and if I can help you with anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Bye-bye.